So my guests today are Russell Cheng, co-founder of Devleague, and Brian Hughes, general manager of Uber. Very exciting, and they're here to tell us more about their upcoming hackathon.
Right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having
us here.
I'm so excited that it's statewide, because as a statewide agency, it's nice to be able to reach out to all the islands. So I'm excited about this. So can you tell us how this kind of came about, how this hackathon came about, and what it entails?
So maybe I'll start there then, Brian.
Sounds great.
You know, Cindy, what happened was we received an email really out of the blue from Uber in HQ, so in San Francisco.
Oh, nice.
Sent it to us and asked us if we would consider having a hackathon and, of course, putting some of the curriculum into our Devleague bootcamp.
Mm-hmm. And
so
Devleague is well-versed in hackathons.
In fact, we are pretty well versed in the hackathons. Our students have participated in Startup Weekend several times. In fact, they've been on the winning panels. They've been on the winning teams for that. In fact, for the last 2 Startup Weekends, I think first, second, and third place, they've participated in it. And also in the AT&T Hackathon as well too. Mm-hmm. But we've been on the participating end of it as opposed to the organizing end of it with Uber.
So this is new.
So this is really new, yeah.
So what does the Uber Hackathon entail?
Yeah, so this is all part of our developer outreach program where we're constantly looking for talent, looking for new ideas, and looking also for ways to give back in the cities and islands that we operate in. And so this was just a unique opportunity to promote our API, as well as to kind of strengthen our relationship with Devleague. And I should note that we actually already have a pretty strong relationship with Devleague because we've actually hired one of their graduates who's a great performer in our team. And we think it's really central to building the tech ecosystem here in Hawaii.
Are you guys always constantly looking for developers?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the theme across the economy right now. Is you know, there's a lot of talent constraints, and you know, these 21st century skill sets are difficult to find.
Right.
That's true. Huh. So you've mentioned that Uber does outreach and does these hackathons all over the place. Can you tell me some successes that have come out of these hackathons, and what happens, you know, after the event?
Sure. I think half the success is just having the interaction with all these different minds, learning how they can apply different languages together, and they've done some pretty neat things with our API too. And so, for those who don't know, an API is basically, if you think about like a physical port on your computer where you can plug anything into like a USB port, it's sort of like that for software. So you can plug anything into the existing program. Was that a decent attempt at explaining it in my business language?
You want to edit that one?
I describe it as almost as an API is an application protocol interface, and essentially it's middleware between. So it's A to B to C, right? It's telling a machine to do something and writing some software between the other machine to communicate. And that's what coding is about, telling machines what to do, right? So you're telling one machine to do something else with very little human interaction and hands it off in a way that the machines understand and smoothly interact with each other. That's what the APIs are about.
And so the people at the hackathons are able to take that API and create new products that integrate Uber. For instance, there was a product where you can hit a button and it will take you to a random, highly rated bar in the city. And so you actually, if you can't decide what to do with your friends, this program would decide for you. And the little fun things like that are kind of the beginning of hopefully future companies and future larger initiatives as well.
That's awesome. And does it get integrated into Uber, the platform, or is it like a separate type of thing?
That's really
either way.
Ideally, it would be, but I mean, that's really up to Uber if you know they want to do that. I think my understanding of it is that there would be opportunities for people to use the API, and so if they wanted to create new startups or they wanted to you know, for instance, let's say if it's you know, if they wanted to basically create something new, they could, some new functionality. Obviously, it's with Uber's back-end infrastructure, right? Some transportation is going to happen between here and there. Some logistics is going to happen between here and there. I mean, to me, I think of an example where, you know, you wanted to have, my personal favorite is I want a Christmas tree delivered to me during Christmas time. I don't want to have the needles in my car. And at 1 year, I actually rented a car to go get it so that I could bring it back without having needles in my car. Yeah, of course. But you know, I would love to be able to press a button and have a tree go picked up for me. But now I don't know if that'll be one of the ideas that comes up.
I like that. You hear that, everybody? Tree
you know,
delivery.
That's right. It's about the right timing.
Yeah. Well, the idea is basically create a new opportunity, right? And that opportunity might lead you to starting above something new or creating some new functionality for an existing company as well, too.
Okay, sorry. I'm still not clear on this. So if you do create, like, so say the tree delivery app, is that like a standalone app, or does it say Uber tree delivery? How does that work?
So yeah, we have done tree delivery actually.
Oh really? The
in
Christmas
some
tree
cities,
one?
Yeah.
There you go.
I want that.
We'll see what happens in Hawaii this year as the holidays approach.
That's so cool.
But there's all different ways you can use the API, where it could literally be integrated into just a website, a mobile web app, or a standalone app. And I think that's the exciting part, is like during these hackathons, there's rapid iteration, like bring innovation to the islands, and then we can kind of see where it takes us. So it's hard to say what will come out of this.
Yeah, it's really hard to say what will
That's
come
so
out of it,
cool.
Cindy.
Did the tree one come out of a hackathon?
I don't
I think
know.
that was an internal one. I'll have to dig into the history on that one, though.
Look, I mean, here's how it could even benefit HTDC, right? I mean, when you have guests coming from out of town, right? You could say, instead of calling a taxi, you could say, we're going to bring our HTDC cab around, or our car around, and you press a button, it's through your app, and Uber comes and picks up your guest, right? Takes them back to the airport, it takes them back to the hotel, or what have you, right? And it's right on your site. It's right on your phone.
Very good. So we should sponsor some teams to work on our projects.
It'd be fun.
You never know when it might start.
And I was going to ask, so I'm so excited that this is a statewide effort. That is very exciting, because I don't think I've heard of a statewide hackathon happening yet. So how is that going to happen?
So one of the things that, I mean, when Uber first approached us, I think it was really, to work with Devleague, the software boot camp, right, that we are. We said, this is interesting, but what happens if we actually scale this up a little bit more? Because, good ideas come from anywhere, and we've never had a statewide hackathon before. We've always had hackathons that are in one particular, in Honolulu or maybe in Maui. So what we said was, well, what if we put it on Maui, the Big Island, and Kauai, and we found some local entrepreneur friends that are there, some developers there, and they said they would help work with us to pull it off. So we'll have it on the 4 major islands. We will be working with Maui Economic Development Board, Maui Research Technology Corporation, I want to get that one right, Ukulele Underground on Maui, and Startup Suite 8, which is really Nalukai Foundation on the Big Island. So Bubs' organization.
Oh, nice.
So our friends, Ryan Isaki and Bubs have agreed to help. And on Maui, we have some other people that are helping us as well there too. But really, we're working with a software platform called, a streaming learning platform called livecoding.tv, which will enable us to show live code on a screen so that everyone can see it in real time. So the idea behind all of this would be, what if you're on Kauai, you come up with an idea, but there's a designer on Maui, and then there's a developer who says, I want to work on that. Wouldn't that be pretty cool if you had collaboration amongst the islands, or individuals on different geography, really different islands collaborating together, all building something, with the Uber API.
So that happens all over this platform? Like between the different islands?
Well, the livecoding.tv will help facilitate that. Obviously, we have other tools within Devleague that we use to collaborate, GitHub, but and other, people can still use Google Hangouts and however else they want to collaborate. But the idea is to work together, bring out the communities, bring people together, and from different islands, and working with a world-class brand like Uber, but also world-class, engineers that are coming out from San Francisco out to Honolulu, and really to be to help us.
Who's coming out? We should mention them.
Yes, we have a few developers.
Right now I'm scratching my head thinking of the names. My partner Jason, who always takes care, has been taking care of it. I believe the guy's name was Alex, and I want to say Mike.
These are Uber developers.
Yeah, exactly. And so we basically have a team focused on developer outreach, and so they will go around from city to city, or in this case from island to island, to kind of bring that skill set to the cities and locations where we operate. So we're pretty excited to get that talent out here to join our larger full-time employee team.
From the comments I had from Nathan from Uber, he said that I think they were on for dozens of hackathons that they had done on a global basis, and so they're actually bringing some of their expertise here with to the October 23rd to 25th session here.
Oh, good.
So we're really excited about that. I mean, world-class talent coming in to help us.
So they're going to be kind of mentors and coaches for the whole event?
Well, so they'll be partnering up with some of the Devleague mentors and instructors, and then we'll be bringing out some of our students. But of course, this is open to the public, right? I mean, anyone is welcome to come. It's free to the public. And we're giving out free prizes as well too, up to $10,000 worth of prizes, including something from Uber as well.
That's right. That's right.
Woohoo! Can you tell us what that is? Is it secret?
So there's a little more to come out. We have to kind of get people excited to come down there. And so if you come down, that's what you can really figure out what exactly those prizes are. We hope to see you put your own app out there too.
There is something that was announced by Uber though, and we know from Devleague as well too. I mean, some of the top ones really is the winning teams. One of them will be picked and will go to Uber's headquarters, and they get a real. They can spend some time with some engineers there, and if they're looking for a role there, they might be on an interview loop. That's really up to them and up to Uber.
Nice.
But for Devleague side of it, we at the very least, we're giving out a scholarship as well too to our software development bootcamp. So that's worth several $1,000s right there.
Yeah, that's amazing. We are going to take a quick break. This is so exciting. This is High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. My guests today are Russell Cheng, co-founder of Devleague, and Brian Hughes, general manager of Uber. And we're on ThinkTechHawaii. We'll be right back.
Aloha. I'm
Exciting.
Are we off the
president
record
of the
right now?
Grassroots Institute and host on Hanukkah Co, a weekly program on the ThinkTechHawaii broadcast network. Hanukkah Co means let's work together. Think of the sad alternative, let's not work together. Here in Hawaii, with all of our diversity and the richness of the people, it's important for us to come together around issues on the basis of what's right and what's good and what's going to serve the common good. And that's what we try to do at Hanukkah Co. Every week we interview movers and shakers, people in government, business, and other sectors of society to talk about how to create together a better government, economy, a better world here in Hawaii that can bless the rest of the world. I thank you for your attention to ThinkTechHawaii, and we look forward to seeing you every Monday, 2 to 3 p.m. on the ThinkTechHawaii broadcast network. We're Hanukkah Co, and we wish you well. Aloha.
Sorry. Hi, welcome back. This is High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki. Today we are talking about the Devleague Uber Hackathon, which is coming up very soon, end of the month. And my guests today are Russell Cheng, co-founder of Devleague, and Brian Hughes, general manager of Uber. And we were talking about this hackathon, and it's going to be statewide. And so how does that work for the neighbor islands? Like, are people going to get together in different places?
Yes, some of the participants will get together. I mean, we're actively encouraging them to go to, so the location on Oahu will be at the Box Jelly, so on Kamani Street. So a lot of people know where that is here. This will also be held in Maui at the Maui Economic Development Board, right? And Maui Research Technology Corporation. Center? So that would be in Kihei, in the technology park, right? I think that's your sister kind of companies there. On the Big Island, it'll be in Kamuela, so at Bub's, Darius Monsef the Fourth's place, Bub's. It'll be at his place in called Startup Suite 8. Oh, cool. And on Kauai, it'll be at the Grove Shopping Center. Grove. Oh, I want to say it was.
Kukui Grove?
Oh, I wrote it down. I better just get this right. Anchor Cove Shopping Center. Anchor Cove Shopping Center in Lehue. And then really thanks to Bubs and thanks to Ryan Esaki there for really helping us on the neighbor islands, and of course Maui as well too.
Is it possible for somebody to just participate from home? Like, could you just jump in and?
I mean, really, I'm. Yes and no. No. Well, let me put it this way. No, maybe. The idea is to really bring out the developer community out, to bring people together. I think that's probably the most driving aspect of this. I mean, even in a car, right? I mean, it's to bring people out. It's just a sharing economy in that sense, right? We want to bring people out, bring people together, have them open up and really share some of their ideas, and ideas will come from anywhere. And more importantly, people will have the developers will have an opportunity to really showcase some of their skills and some of their talent, really with world-class engineers from Uber and some of the, of course, all the instructors and the mentors that are coming out from Devleague. It's an opportunity to really rub shoulders with people that can actually build stuff, make stuff, and create stuff.
Yeah, I think some of the best value that people will capture from attending this event will be those personal interactions and just learning different ways of thinking about solving real-world problems. So having that matching of talent, I think is probably one of the most critical parts of the event.
We fully believe that as well. I mean, the collaboration that's will come out, I think, is tremendous out of this.
And it'll be cool to see just people come out of the woodwork and see, where are the devs? Like, who are they?
Yeah,
like we don't always get visibility.
And it's the stereotypical developers are in the basement and everything, but they're not. I mean, it is not the case at all. In fact, come October 23rd and October 25th, right? We'll see who's all the developers are, and they're going to look just like everyone else and interacting with all of us as well too. And they're probably going to be building some pretty cool stuff.
Who is this for? Is it just for software developers specifically?
No, the hackathon is geared for anybody with an idea to come out to interact with software developers and designers and really collaborate. I think if you have the hustler, hacker, designer triangle, that's when you really you can really start to build some things. But I also think it's very much for corporate companies as well too. I mean, who's to say that a hospital or wouldn't come up with an app to have some of their patients picked up and driven back and forth if they can't have. If they can't have, they can't drive home by themselves after their operation or their procedure, right? Who's to say that you wouldn't want to have some delivery from one company to another company, delivering some food or delivering some items somewhere that might require a car and a driver, right?
Can you give us a quick rundown? Like, how does the hackathon work from Friday to Sunday? Like, what happens?
What you want me to?
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like
go ahead,
I'm just taking over the conversation. And really, it's going to start with the kickoff on Friday evening. It starts about 4 o'clock. The doors will open 4 o'clock. We'll open people start filling in around 6 o'clock or so. Really, the idea is to share your idea, and then hopefully, if your idea is worthy and is interesting, developers and designers will attach themselves to that idea, and then really start hacking. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinking. Drinking as well too. So soft drinks, of course, right, and anything you want. But and then come back. You can go back if you want to stay at some of these places. You could. I know Bubs is opening it overnight in the Big Island.
Sleepover party.
Yeah, and then of course on Saturday, all hacking all the way through. We feed you lunch and dinner, hacking some more. And then come back on Sunday, hack some more and some lunch, and then of course after that there's going to be some refreshments and some judging, and really the judges are going to be from Uber, and they're going to be from Devleague and some other judges as well. Are you
going to be a judge?
I'll definitely be in attendance. I'm hoping to get a little closer to the groups and see what they're really hacking on.
What is the criteria for judging?
I think there'll probably be a few different categories. Like typically, you'll have most creative or most smoothest user interface and different categories like that. Because I think we're going to see a lot of different aspects of the software development process throughout the hackathon.
So you can get more information on the categories, the prizes, everything. A lot of the details are going to be at uberhackathon.devleague.com. So that's again uberhackathon.devleague.com.
Very good.
So a lot more information there and categories. And
how much does it cost to apply?
Application is free. Just come on out, have fun, and see when it starts, right?
That's right.
And you get fed, and it's free?
Yeah, I mean, free pizza, I mean, what beats that? I mean, I think we can figure out a way to get people home. Too.
Yeah. That's right. You'll figure out, get you an Uber.
That is awesome. Oh, I wanted to throw a plug out for Uber too, for our conference. Uber is sponsoring us. We have a special promo code for your first ride free, which is awesome. I haven't rode an Uber yet. Wow. I mean, yes.
You gotta try.
Uber virgin.
There's still time. The sun's not down.
That's great.
Yes, I will have to try that. But I am so excited for this hackathon. I am looking forward to it. And then, do people need to have super fast bandwidth to do this? Because I know there's going to be a lot of online interaction.
So we're taking care of the infrastructure at the Box Jelly has infrastructure for it at the shopping center in Kauai. We'll also have some bandwidth for that as well too. And I know that in Startup Suite 8 and on the Big Island we'll also have the connectivity there, and of course Maui has the connectivity there inside their state offices. So bandwidth shouldn't be a problem in terms of doing the coding and of course doing live coding.tv.
That is excellent. I'm so excited. This will be really interesting.
Yeah, it's statewide. It's Hawaii's first statewide hackathon.
I know, and hopefully if this goes well,
brought to you by Uber and Devleague,
we can do many more.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
Is Uber on all the islands?
So currently we're on Oahu and Maui. So in some way this will be our first introduction to some of the neighbor islands. So
yeah, there could be a big need, right? You might.
Yeah, I mean, we find the need really is pretty universal. People need to get around their islands from point A to point B in a safe manner. And Russell can tell you it's pretty quickly adopted after that first try.
Yeah, I was surprised how fast Uber grew.
Yeah, I had the benefit of catching 60-something rides in San Francisco in a very short amount of time, and I was a convert. I couldn't believe how convenient it was.
Holy cow. What are the majority of people that take Uber?
You know, it's funny. At this point, we're really covering the entire spectrum of the demographics of anywhere we are. You know, we came here at first, I think, because a lot of folks from the West Coast were trying to open the app and see if Uber was available in Hawaii. And we said, oh, well, yeah, there's really demand here. But now it's really local. It's
so you could actually test. I mean, you could see what the demand is.
Yeah, it's really all data-driven. So we just kind of react to the market. And so we came here a little over 2 years ago. It's been growing like crazy since. We actually started at the Box Jelly, one of the Devleague locations. Nice. So it's just really just two of us back then. And we're trying to give back now to the same folks who helped us.
Wow. I'm thinking like one of the demographics would be the older people or people that don't necessarily drive anymore. That would be a big demographic.
Yeah, we have actually products tailored to that too. Like it's called Uber Assist, where so if someone needs a little extra help getting a walker into the vehicle or something like that, there are drivers who are ready to help with that.
That is brilliant.
So yeah, we're trying to address mobility needs in a big way.
You know what we need, right? You know what we need for our kids, right? Yeah, we need Uber something for the kids, right? A trusted driver, an Uber chauffeur. We don't have to drive our kids back and forth.
You want to get out of the driving business?
Get out of the driving business.
We're soccer mom.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
These are all such good ideas. Hope everybody's listening.
Yeah, come on and build something.
Absolutely.
All right, and one more time, where can we find more information?
You can find more information at uberhackathon.devleague.com.
Very good.
So it's on our website.
Very good. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us here.
I'm so looking forward to this. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We've been talking to Russell Cheng, co-founder of Devleague, and Brian Hughes, general manager of Uber, and talking about their hackathon coming up. Check it out. This has been High Growth with HTDC. I'm your host, Cindy Matsuki, and we are on ThinkTech Hawaii. Thanks. Yay! Ooh.